Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everyone. Welcome back. It is our second workout of the week right now. Again, as I promised you the last time, we're going to make sure we have a little bit more exercises that focus on balance and lower body strength and coordination in general, but I will still make sure to have something for your upper body, and today it's specifically for your rotator cuff. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and get started with an exercise that we did, just last session. I think it's valuable enough, especially at this time of year, to be training the tibialis and toe extensors in the front of the shin, and aka those muscles that let you raise the front of the foot and prevent you from catching your toe on something and tripping, which is really often the case when we start to get snow and ice and debris on the ground. Every year somebody trips and falls on something, so I like to prepare you for it so that you are a little bit more or less likely to have a fall. So we're going to keep a chair in front of us for this one. They're going to be heel-toe raises, heels first, then the balls of the feet and the toes. If you can't quite raise the whole ball of the foot, at least raise the toes. If you do these enough over the course of the next few months with me, you'll probably develop enough strength that you can get the whole ball of the foot up as well if you can't already do that. So we're going to count this in a multiple of 7 starting from 0, and we'll do them slowly because I want to maximize on the amount of time that you spend contracting these muscles. 7, it's called time under tension. 14, keep your fingertips touching a chair. 21, but don't lean onto it. 28, try to use that chair as little as possible. It's just really there so that we don't fall back. 35, 42, 49, 56, 63. At 70, we're going to recount 70 and count backwards. 70. And then backwards from 70. 63. 56. 49. 42. 35. 28. 21. 14, 7, and 0. Wonderful, wonderful. Now we're going to do another exercise to work flexion of the ankle. So we're going to hold the chair. This time you can really hold the chair. You can lean into it a little bit if you need to for this one. All we're going to do is alternate. Bring the ball or toes, or ball and toes ideally, of both feet up. Of one foot up at a time in an alternating fashion. Right, left, right, left. There are no heel raises for this, so it should look like this. 1, 2, and your focus is to flex the ankle as much as you can each time. We're going to count this in a multiple of, what haven't we done recently? 8, starting from 0. We do left and right for each count. 8, 16, 24, 32, 40, 48, 56, 64, 72, and 80. And we don't have to count backwards for that one. If you can, I know not everyone can do this, but if you can, use the chair, you can lean onto it. We're just going to point our toe into the ground and then push the front of that foot forwards. In other words, we're trying to just gently stretch out these muscles that we're just working. As I said, the tibialis muscle, the toe extensors, all the muscles that help lift the toes up and flex the ankle. So I'm just going to push that ankle forwards so I can lengthen it rather than flex it, stretch those muscles out. I'm using the traction that I have against the ground to get a little bit of a deeper stretch. Some of you might get a foot cramp. We're going to switch sides. If you get a foot cramp, you have some tight muscles in your feet. What you might want to do is hydrate a little bit more. That's always a great start for people who have cramps in their feet, their calves, and in the back of their legs. It's often a sign of dehydration, even if you're not feeling thirsty. So pay attention to how your body feels. Water is such an easy solution. All right, now we're going to put the chair to the side. Another leg exercise that really is great for balance. We've been doing a few different versions of this lately. We're going to do it again this week. So we're going to take a step forward, small or large, your choice. But as we bend both knees, we're going to reach towards our front knee with each hand just to one side of the knee. If you can't go that far down, just go halfway down the thigh. It doesn't have to be a large movement. And what you can do, trust me, we're going to be repeating these in other sessions, you can work day over day at going a little bit lower. If going to the knee is not hard enough for you, you can go a little bit further, but make sure that's as a result of your knees bending and your hips pushing backwards and not a result of your spine flexing. Okay, that's enough talking. We're going to spell the following word that's above me right now. Miraculous. All right, starting from, and every time we alternate the foot that we step. So, M, and then push off, catch your balance. If you're worried about balance, make sure you have a chair next to you, or do this right in front of a wall. I, so you have a wall to fall back to. R, because the actual push off of the heel, here, this heel, watch I push off this heel. Hey, that is an important component. And the need to balance as you bring the feet back together is another important component of this exercise. C. U. Like all of the exercises we do, you don't have to be great at it starting out. L. It's about how you improve at it over the course of time. O. U, like everything else in life, right? S, we're going to spell that backwards. We are not done yet. S. U, look at the effort I make in peeling the ball of the foot off the ground to help push myself back. O. L. U. Actually, this kind of exercise is great for C, for anyone wanting to learn ballroom dance. A, driving off the heel, picking the toes up. R. I. And then the last one, M. Alright. So we're going to stand behind our chair for this next one. I'll give you a moment to set that up. It's been a while. We're going to raise one arm up and out to the side. We're going to raise the opposite leg up and out to the side at the same time. Your free hand is going to be touching the chair to assist with balance. So I'd rather than just focus purely on balance, that you focus more on the hips, right? Raising that leg as high up as you can. Starting in multiple of 4, starting from 0. No rush for these ones again. 4, I want you taking more time to squeeze these muscles. 8, 12, 16, and it's the standing leg that you're going to feel the hip. 20, more in. 24, 28, 32, 36, one more, 40. Now I have good news for you, ladies and gentlemen. We get the distinct pleasure of getting to repeat exactly that exercise with the opposite limbs. So switch those limbs up and we'll start from 40, 36, 32, 28, sorry, 24, 20, 20, 16, I don't know where my mind went there, 12, 8, 4, actually I'll tell you where my mind went there, 0. For a moment I had this thought that, ooh, I'm hungry right now. I think I'm gonna have oats for breakfast because I'm filming this fairly early. And I completely lost track of where we were. It's great mindfulness training, I guess, to get to do these exercises. So the last one standing up that we're gonna do is the squat. And you can either do the squat into a chair. If a chair is too low for you, we're gonna use the wall. We're gonna stand up against the wall, maybe about a foot away so that when we push our butt back, it catches against the wall and we press back up. The further you step away from the wall, the lower you're gonna go. So you choose which method you would like. I'm gonna use the chair today. We are going to count a multiple of, let's just do 2s, starting from 0, butt back, hips forwards. 2, butt back, hips forwards. 4, we're not in a rush for these ones. And you can counterbalance your hips. 8, the way I am with my arms, if you like, if you feel that helps you. 10, especially if it helps you go a little bit lower right now. 12, 14, 16, 18. Remember, if this is very exhausting for you, 20. I know we're doing lots of them, but you can do literally a quarter of a squat when you get tired just against the wall. Let's finish these up, counting backwards from 20, 18, 16, 14, 12, 10, 9, 8, 6, I was thinking about the oatmeal again. 4, never try to film one of these videos when you're hungry. 2, and we'll do one more. 1, okay, good. Let's have a seat, because we don't need to stand for this next one. You've done lots and lots of work. All right, we're gonna loop that band underneath our feet, both feet at the same time. So I'm actually, just for comfort, it's not necessary, I like to hold the band so that the loose ends come out the top side or the thumb side of my fist. Again, that's just a comfort thing. So what I'm gonna do is open up my wingspan, and I'm also gonna make sure that my hands are higher than my elbows, and I'm also gonna make an attempt to do 2 things here. If you can, squeeze the shoulder blades together, and try to draw the thumbs closer to the wall behind you so we're externally rotating, building up strength and resilience in our rotator cuff muscles. This is going to be the last exercise in this session, so let's count this in a multiple of 9s from 0, 9, 18, good, 27, 36, 45, 54, 63, 72, hold it 81, and this last time we're going to hold it, and we're not going to count back 90, hold it just for a moment, squeeze the shoulder blades together, and then release. Good work, everyone. We are not going to do any ball work today, bouncing or tossing. I want to give you just that simple hamstring and calf stretch. We haven't done it in a while, so extend your right leg out, and then rest your elbow, your left elbow on your left thigh, and then draw this toe in towards your knee as you lean forwards. And this doesn't count, that's not going to help you stretch your hamstrings. All you have to do is keep your back straight and then lean forward a little bit. Trust me, you will feel this stretch very, very early on in the stretch. We're warm though. We've warmed these muscles up. They're primed to be stretched. It's the best time to do this static stretch and hold technique. So all together, we're going to take 3 deep breaths in for 3 belly breaths, let the belly out, and then release the air. 2, 1. Okay, we're going to switch sides. And this side, I'm not going to be doing as much talking, so we'll take 5 deep breaths on this side. Tuck the toe in, and we'll start. 5. Focus on your breathing. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Okay, you can come out of that stretch. So the more often you can do these stretches throughout the week that I show you from time to time on our videos, the better, because stretching is really something that you benefit from with frequency, that you benefit much more from with frequency. So rather than doing them once a week, if there's a stretch that you find relieving that I give to you on one session every now and then, I'd like it if you could do those throughout the week, especially if you're doing it after a walk or some activity that gets your muscles warmed up. And this deep breathing, belly breathing that I do, I really like to take my time doing it. It's very good for the mind. It's very good to relax you and keep you calm and centered. So that's all I've got for you today. I hope you enjoyed the week's sessions. Until next week, make sure to stay active, stay healthy, stay safe. Bye, everyone.